Hello! And welcome back to another episode. And today we will be predicting Week 10 of the NFL. And we're going to get started with Thursday Night Football. I'm pulling up our predictions here, but
I think we both got them wrong.
We both got them wrong.
We both picked Cincy as Baltimore. Cincy did the bold thing, and they went for the 2-point conversion to win it, but they didn't make it. I didn't get to watch, being a non-Amazon guy.
But it was an amazing game. It
saw the highlights
right to the end.
Yeah.
Lamar Chase, Joe Burrow, great night. They should have won. They really should have won. But Lamar Jackson, the Ravens showed up when they needed to. Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers having a game. Mark Andrews having a game. And they were able to get it done when they needed to get it done. So
what about that crazy graphic I sent you about Burrow having like the 2 games? Burrow and Chase's 2 games against the Ravens.
Yeah, and they lost both.
Like ridiculous stats for both of them, and they're 0-2.
9 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns for Chase, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get my predictions for this game. I had the Bengals winning 28-24, and I got that wrong. And Dad had the Bengals winning 29-25.
That's right, I one-upped you, and we both got it wrong. That's what happens when you one-up somebody, folks.
All right,
so back
Sunday,
to Europe, Germany this time, I think.
A primetime game, the game
with
at
2 of the
9:30,
crappiest teams.
Where this is the only game on the TV at this time. Why they have to choose this game? We have the Giants, we have the Panthers, and Giants and the Panthers. Yeah, we're good. Giants and the Panthers taking on each other, and I think it's gonna be a crappy game. The scoreboard's gonna show what these 2 teams are really like.
Yeah.
There's going to be some points on the board as I see the Giants. The Giants are going to get it done. I know the Panthers just beat the Saints, but I think here the Giants are a little bit of a better team, even though both these teams are horrible. And I think the Giants are going to win 20-12.
Daniel Jones does better on the road, and they are the away team, and this is really the road. They're going to another country. I like the Giants here, too. This is a pick'em game. Either team could win. They're both poops, basically. And I'm just going to go Giants 21-13.
All right, so next up at 1, I'm surprised this is a 1 p.m. game, we have CMC in his first game back for the 49ers, taking on the Buccaneers, still without Godwin and Evans. Godwin's out for the season. And I think CMC's back. He's going to go off. The 49ers are going to go off like the old 49ers.
They're ridiculous with him. Whenever he starts, they're like
49ers
10-3
are 4-4 right now. I think they're very well in their division. They're not. The Cardinals are currently winning that division, but it's the 49ers division with McCaffrey back. And I think that's going to show today. I see the 49ers beating the Buccaneers. It won't even be close for most of the day. I think 49ers 42 to the Buccaneers 19.
All right, that's not what I see happening at all. In fact, I think CMC is going to come back and do pretty well. Clearly, there's going to be a difference, but this is a different season for the 49ers. And they are playing Tampa Bay at home, and Baker Mayfield is a beast.
And he's going to...
He did fine last week without Evans and Godwin. They didn't win, but they came damn close.
True, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Baker Mayfield is going to find a way to make it happen, and I think he's going to pull out a victory here, 24-21.
All right, so next up, this could be the game of the week. We have another exciting matchup. We have the Steelers, we have the Commanders, and I think this is where Jaden Daniels comes to a downfall. He's been playing really good, but the Steelers' defense, I think, is better. Russell Wilson is back. I think it's going to be a close game. But I think it's going to be the Steelers who takes the win, 30-19.
I'm seeing a trend. I like Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders at home this week. He's matchup proof, and I don't care that Pittsburgh has a defense. I think that they're going to get it done. And Pittsburgh now has Mike Williams from the Jets. Yeah. That probably will mean nothing. And I like Washington, and I believe in the Jaden Daniels hype train. I'm going to go 31 for Washington and 17 for Pittsburgh.
All right. Glad you didn't say 20. So next up, we have a battle of rookie QBs. We have the Bears and Caleb Williams taking on Drake
That's
May
right.
and the man.
We already did pick 1 versus pick 2. Now we're doing pick 2 versus pick 3.
I'll pick 1 versus pick 3.
Pick
Jaden
1
Daniels
versus pick
was
3.
a
Right.
pick 2.
Right. 2 versus 1. This is 1 versus 3.
So, Jaden Daniels
Mm-hmm.
takes... No, not Jaden Daniels.
Caleb Williams
takes on Drake May. And I think Patriots are going to stay in for most of the game. But I think Drake May is playing great football.
Mm-hmm.
It's
He
just
certainly is.
the Bears and the Patriots is a big difference. And if you listen to my halftime show yesterday on the Somers Sports broadcast of the Somers versus Harrison game, I said this. So basically, I think the Bears are just a better, well-rounded team. And I think it's not just that comes down to the quarterback. It comes down to the wide receivers, the defense, all of that. And I think that's why I think the Bears are going to win. It's going to be close, but the Bears are going to take this one 28-21.
So you see points getting scored.
I see some points.
Not
they don't have
me.
the best defenses, both these teams.
I think they both have fairly pretty decent defenses, no?
Okay.
All right, I don't know. Well, anyways, I'm going to go with the Pats on the upset on the road in Chicago. Surprising, maybe not the world, but a handful of people. And I see the Pats pulling off a crazy little sneaky victory here. 14-13 over the Bears.
And apologize for the noise in the background, but something's going on. But next up, we have the Bills. We have the Colts, and I feel a trap game coming along.
Oh, it's
a
trap!
The Bills
It's a trap!
So the Colts coming off a loss, but the Bills are looking ahead to the next week matchup against the Chiefs. And I just feel it from the beginning to the end. This is going to be a trap game, and I think the Colts are going to upset the Bills. It will be close.
Joe Flacco-led Colts.
It will be close most of the day.
It's like his 10th or 12th or 15th team.
Yeah.
This guy's played for every team in the NFL.
I think the Colts win 27-16 in an upset.
27-16?
That's going to be the upset of the week.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna get it. 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 It does. I agree. There's nothing I can argue against more than stuff happens in the NFL, because stuff happens in the NFL all the time. And I think Buffalo is a powerhouse, and I think they will take care of Indianapolis. Now being led by Joe Flacco, they should not have benched Anthony Richardson, but they did. Hopefully just a couple games and then he gets back. But Buffalo's going to take care of Indy, no problemo. As Benny sits in the sun, I'm going Buffalo 33 to Indy 14.
All right, so next up, we have the
shade over
Vikings.
here. Come on over here. Oh, look at that. Hey, he's in the shade. Yay!
Okay, that helps a bit.
A
Okay,
little bit.
So next up, we have the Vikings. We have the Jaguars.
What if we go down a step?
And now in the sun again.
No, that's worse. What if we go up a step?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That's better.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we have the Vikings. We have the Jaguars. I'm going. The last 2 weeks, I have said it's a trap game. Jaguars.
It's a trap.
Win, but I'm not doing it 3 weeks in a row. I do feel like Jaguars would beat the Vikings in this scenario, but I just don't see it. Jaguars have just been playing too bad. So I think the Vikings are going to take this one. It will be close, but I think the Vikings are going to get it done 28-25 in a thriller.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I like Minnesota here as well. They're too good. They're one of the excellent teams this year, as we all know. And I'm going to go Vikings 29 to Jacksonville 13.
All right.
Thought I was going to one up you, didn't you? No, not happening.
So next up we
Denver.
have Denver.
KC.
Chiefs. I'm going Denver.
I'm going Denver.
Right.
I hope Denver wins more than anything.
I hope so too.
I want the Chiefs to have a loss.
Yeah, the Chiefs. I think it's about time for the Chiefs to have a loss.
That would be
and
awesome.
they're gonna do it to Sean Payton and Bo Nix and the Broncos like they did last season.
They lost to Denver last season?
They did for the first time in like 10 years last season.
Oh, I love it.
And I think they're gonna do it again here. And looking ahead to Buffalo next week, and then next week Chiefs Bills. They're both gonna come in with a loss, so should be an interesting game. But
and look at the Chiefs playing at 1 o'clock, folks. How about that?
So I think it's going to be Chiefs Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will be I think the Broncos just dominate from beginning to end. It's going to be a surprise 22-10 win for the Broncos.
I'm going to join you on this train, and I don't know if it's a trap, but I do think it's... I think if anyone's going to beat the Chiefs, it's going to be someone like Sean Payton. And I think it's going to be a gruel them out kind of not-so-good game. Obviously, Mahomes isn't doing so good this year, and I think that continues. And I think Denver gets it done 14-13.
All right. So next up, we have the Falcons. We have the Saints, and the Saints, it took them long enough. They finally fired Dennis Allen. Hallelujah. Maybe the Saints could be good.
Hallelujah.
Maybe the Saints could be good again, but let's see who they hire as their head coach next year. It looks like they're going to be rebuilding for the rest of the year as they trade away Marshawn Lattimore to the Commanders.
That's right. Trade deadline's passed and done.
But with Olave out, Lattimore gone, Carr having no one to throw to it, Shaheed out as well, I think it's not even going to be close. Maybe Kamara helps carries the team, but
Taysom Hill could play a big role, they say.
I do think the Saints are going to stay in it just because they are the Saints. They just fired Dennis Allen.
And they are at home.
But it's going to be a one-score game, but the Falcons are still going to take it 27-20.
Yeah, I think the Falcons should be able to take care of the Saints, no problem. But I'd like to see some points thrown up on the board, and it would be fun to watch a high-scoring game, especially for fantasy purposes. So I'm going to go Atlanta 33 to New Orleans 24.
All right, so next up we have the Chargers.
4 p.m. slate.
We have the Titans. This shouldn't be as exciting game. Now Will Levis is back. Mason Rudolph was doing, I think, better than Will Levis as the Titans QB, but now they start Will Levis again. I don't know why, but they are. But I'm going Chargers. I think the Chargers get it done. It'll be a boring game, 23-6.
Yeah, I like the Chargers here too. Chargers at 5-3 are playing some surprisingly good football, run heavy, but which is interesting because they got one of the best QBs in the league with Herbert, but he's not putting up the crazy numbers or doing a lot of passing. But you know what? They're a well-coached team, and I think they're going to continue to roll easily past the Tennessee Titans, who never should have fired Vrabel. I'm going Chargers here. 21-13.
And we have the Jets.
The Jets on the road in Arizona.
The Cardinals tied at 20. I see this game going into overtime. And I think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers who throws another Hail Mary.
Aaron Rodgers hasn't thrown a Hail Mary in years.
No, he did against the Bills a few weeks ago.
Oh.
I don't think he's going to throw another Hail Mary. No, they didn't.
Oh, that doesn't count then.
He did at halftime.
It only counts if you win the game. I mean, all right, fine, it counts a little bit.
But I think regardless, maybe not a Hail Mary, but I see this game going into overtime, tied at 20. Cardinals drive down, get a field goal.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got to get all this down.
Then the Jets drive down, and as Aaron Rodgers throws it to Garrett Wilson for a game-winning touchdown to win 26-23 in overtime.
Oof. The Jets?
The Jets.
26-23.
They get their second win in a row.
In OT.
An upset.
I like the Jets here, too. And I think that they're going to win this. They have to win.
27-24.
There's so much hype on this team, and they have to win. I'm going Jets 28 to Arizona 14.
So, next up we have the Eagles and the Dak Prescott list and so much more list.
Cooper
Cowboys.
Rush, baby. Who Beast Force got on waivers.
Oh, they did?
So we finally have a backup
quarterback.
quarterback.
I don't see Cooper Rush doing good. I know he was 5-1 a few years ago, but when he did that, the Cowboys were stacked. They're not stacked anymore.
They're not stacked anymore.
I think this is going to be a win for the Eagles.
I agree.
And it's not going to be pretty. 38-14.
38-14?
Yep.
Yeah, Dallas is done. They should just set sail and just head straight for 2025. Philadelphia should take care of them, no problem. I'm going to go 31-10.
All right, and this is the game of the week. Lions, Texans.
Wow.
But I think
indeed.
I think one team.
Oh, and what's his name's back?
Collins.
Nico Collins is back for the Texans.
Even the fact that Nico Collins
and
is back.
Jameson Williams. What's his name? Jameson
Williams
is back for the Lions.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, I think this game's not going to be as exciting as I hope. but I think it's going to be the Lions who get it done. Texans make it a bit more close to the end, but the Lions are going to win it 38-24.
Ooh, that would be an exciting game to watch. I like it.
Well, it'll be 38-10, and then the Texans just make it closer at the end.
I like Detroit here as
For
well.
Keenum.
39-31.
I knew you would do that. And finally, on Monday night,
Two
we
crappy
have
teams, or two teams.
the
But we got
Dolphins.
Tua.
We have the Rams. I'm taking Miami in this game, where I think. Oh, something is going on right
Uh-oh, the police are coming to
Yeah.
arrest everyone that voted for Harris.
there. So. Alright, so Dolphins take on the Rams, and I feel like the Dolphins, Tua's back, they're gonna get it done. I think the Dolphins are gonna take this one 26 to 21.
So you see Concussion Boy leading the Dolphins to a victory.
Yeah, he
Not
just 'cause he has
me,
a
folks.
concussion
Not me.
doesn't mean-
Until he wears that Guardian helmet, Tua is not going to be the Tua of old. I like the Rams here. I like Matthew Stafford. I like the Rams. I like Kyron Williams. And I like a big-time win for the Rams on Monday Night Football, 27-24.
Alright, folks, so there we
you
have
have
it. Week number 10. I apologize. We're going to just stay in the sun a bit longer. So tomorrow.
Well, results-wise, I just want to say I'm up 5 games. My record's 84-54. He's 79-59, so I get a 5-game advantage,
so
folks.
He's actually 79-60.
Just so you all know. Well, yeah, but that's goes on next week's stats.
Alright, so this weekend is the NASCAR Championship.
Yes, it
we
is.
have William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, and Reddick. So in 4th place, I have. Oh, you gotta watch So Much Sports Broadcast. See my prediction.
Obviously.
Let's see, who does Dad think is gonna?
I think
it?
it's going to be Allmendinger. Woo! Allmendinger!
Do you think Allmendinger is gonna win Xfinity tonight? Because he is in it.
Allmendinger, Xfinity, and NASCAR, and Formula One.
I think Allmendinger wins Xfinity, but winning NASCAR, I have Byron.
Uh-huh.
If you want to see my 2-4 predictions, you could watch Season 2, Episode 8 of the So Much Sports Broadcast coming out this Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yes, yes.
And who's your prediction to win it out of those 4?
Out of those 4, who are they again?
Byron.
Byron.
Blaney.
Blaney.
Logano. And Reddick, but no Larson.
I'm going Logano all the way, folks.
And that-
Joey Steamship Logano.
That could happen because he's had the most time to prepare, but William Byron, the only Hendrick driver in there. Well, so the Hendrick team is going to be more focused on Byron. It's going to be all focused on Byron compared to his teammates. So that could help a lot. There's 2 Penske cars in there, so that could affect them. But regardless, I want to thank you guys for watching. See you next week.
Yes. See you next week. We started in the shade and now we're in the sun. See ya. Bye.
See ya.